what I thought was something maybe more exaggerated turned out to be lived realities within this community. Stagnating. It is annoying to say the least. And I want to discuss these internal issues because if I am able to articulate them and share them with other people, then maybe we can decode these things and try to solve these issues in a greater light so that the external perception of Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism can be better tackled. Just understanding ourselves and being at peace with all of and being in homogenous peace amongst all of Hindus does not change really the external perception of Hinduism, and that's something that we have to fight for as well. But I believe that knowing how to tackle internal issues can make better outcomes solving the external perceptions. So, without further ado, let's talk about the 5 major obstacles that every Hindu face. Oh, and be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Number 1, why is there so much bickering amongst Hindus? It is absolutely sad. I thought that this was Sanatana Dharma, that everyone says is a lifestyle. How could a lifestyle not prioritize uplifting everyone up? And yet we have this constant idea of tearing down this person, writing comments here, saying, oh, you're doing this wrong, or this is incorrect, or anything like that. Like, what I learned is so much more superior than what you're doing. This constant bickering, it's stagnating, and you're wondering if the people that claim to defend these books and these texts actually read these books and these texts. It is complete nonsense to me. Sri Krishna lays this out quite well within the Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 2, Shloka 52. When your understanding transcends the taint of delusion, then shall you gain indifference to things heard and those yet to be heard. Imagine that. The permutation of any possible set of words to make a sentence doesn't bother you. Sri Krishna is saying it right here. And yet, so many people are bothered by words and different people say they want to tear other people down, but not uplift their own understanding, try to uplift something that they're trying to build, find people with a common understanding than them. But no, they want to disperse their energy in this destructive way. Fine. We'll move on to Shloka 53. When your intellect, tossed about by the conflict of opinions, has become poised and firmly fixed in equilibrium, then you shall get into yoga. True yoga. The wisdom, all this understanding of the ultimate truth, what we're all trying to attain. We're all trying to attain the same thing, aren't we? Moksha, liberation, all these great things, these sweet, sweet things. Cannot understand the bickering amongst Hindus. Move on from the bickering and start to become constructive individuals. Please. It's right here in the book. This perfect Sri Krishna already lays it out. The second obstacle the Hindus face, saying that you're Hindu or saying that I follow Hinduism, is such a vague term. It's like saying of the Abrahamic religions, I follow Abrahamism. It's like, which one is it? Of the three, which one are you? It's conventional understanding to pick a path within the Abrahamic understandings. That same idea aligns within Hinduism and is within Sanatana Dharma, except it is so much more vast. There are so many different paths. You can fit conventional understandings of religion within Sanatana Dharma and still have so much more space. Atheism, non duality, Shaktas, Shaivites, Kashmir Shaivism, beautiful philosophies and religions within Hinduism, all culminated into this special perspective, all sharing similar axioms and understandings, but through so many different lenses. And The key thing about being a human being is that a sense of belonging and a sense of identity needs to be established in order for something to stick. And if that's not established, then it's quite easy to drift away from these ideas, to say that, hey, like Hinduism is not appealing to me. And I would rather much find something that's way more concrete, way more straightforward. Hey, you're this, this, and this. This is how you do this, and this is how you do that. And there is a whole community and label around that. And when you have an understanding of, hey, this path aligns with me, I like this idea of religion. I love this idea of philosophy. Non duality suits me. The Purans suit me. Finding that and exploring that and being able to name it and call it out. Not just saying that you're Hindu, but saying that, identifying, finding a sense of belonging within this neighborhood, you know, and claiming a house for yourself. And this is primarily why people create content around Hinduism, is to share these ideas, hopefully make concrete paths and understandings. And hopefully, the same people that are claiming that they're explaining Hinduism are not just vaguely saying that this is Hinduism, that they are saying, hey, this is Advaita Vedanta. This is the Purans. This is what the Purans say how the universe was created. This is the Shakta path. This is what we do. This is Tantra. All that great stuff. Hopefully, that is within the understanding. The third major obstacle that Hindus face is some Hindus shoveling all of the spiritual and religious aspects within Hinduism to just psychological emanation. And to be honest, you have to feel sad and bad for these people. Not the person that has skepticism in the back of their head. That's fine. The moment you try to speak it out loud, the moment you try to influence people to say that, oh, these things are just whatever, you're confirming it in your mind and you've left no way to improve. Understand that your logic can be correct, but the very scope in which that logic has started could be completely off and completely wrong. Be at first skeptical, keeping it in your head, but doing the practice genuinely and being surprised. And then going back to texts older than my whole family line and seeing a confirmation of my observable subjective reality. Never think that you have it all correct. There's something truly magical going on here. And I'm not saying to ever let go of that skeptical, testing, hypothesis mind of yours. That is a beautiful thing to have. But always be open to the idea that we just do not know what is possible. And that's beautiful. The fourth major obstacle within Hinduism is finding a balance within understanding. Let's say Hinduism is like a card game, and you're given a set of cards, and there are rules, which are the axioms, and then there's the end game, which is moksha or enlightenment. Within this card game, you are given a chance to play. Now, you are taught a certain way to play, and this is your lineage, this is your understanding, this is what you were taught growing up. This kind of separates Hindus into two different groups. One is, my way is the best way. How could there be any other way? I'm going to play these perfectly. I'm going to follow all the things that they say, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get to the end game. This is what is said to be the best way to do it. And that's great. You keep playing the game. Then other people start showing up, and it's like, oh, there are other ways to play this game. Are they, how do I reconcile this idea that within this game there are other ways to play this game? And are they borrowing methods from me because my way is the ultimate method? And how do I reconcile this idea? Now you have the other set of Hindus, which is like, I see that this is a game. I don't need to play any cards. 99.9% of the time, this is all talk and no walk. The moment they're pressed, the moment it's their turn, they're going to play something. Most of the time, this is just avoidant behavior, absconding yourself of responsibility, being free in some capacity. Truly, it's its own bondage. And once any of these people are pressed, they're going to be playing cards. So you have to either pull Hindus one way or the other. You have to bring them in the middle of these two extremes into someone who understands that they're playing a game, but are willing to play the game, willing to pick a lane so that when they reach the end game, it's genuine detachment from the game, that they've done everything that they could. They were given cards in the first place, and the understanding that those cards need to be played. Now, once you've integrated the idea that, oh, this is a game and I'm following a path, you can then figure out ways to improve your spiritual experiences. You can find ways to prevent plateaus within your spiritual life. Seeing that, oh, this is a game with many different paths. What is this path doing? What is that path doing? What can I learn from these other perspectives that could probably enhance my understanding? Maybe I was in the right path for me at that time, but right now I need this path. The path that I was on led me to another path. The true liberation is, hey, I'm not stuck in this railroad to this end game. I'm here and I'm trying to find the optimal path for me. I'm particular within the world. I'm given cards in the first place, which would presuppose me having to play these cards, and then ultimately finding the ultimate detachment is that once I've played all my cards, then I can acknowledge that this is a game and I can walk away. The fifth and final major obstacle within Hinduism is this idea of Maya, illusion. You will hear this all the time. Illusion, Maya, the goalpost of what it is and what is not constantly changes between traditions and different schools of thought within Hinduism. The person that says, look around you, everything is Maya, everything is an illusion. When Maya was never an intellectual observation, it was always a realization that came to you at a certain point. What do I mean by that? You saying right now that everything is Maya is like me saying, wow, look at this fourth dimensional object. Isn't it so beautiful? I see a fourth dimensional object. No, you don't. You see a two-dimensional image, pixels on a screen, falsely represented in 3 dimensions, being labeled as a fourth dimensional object. The subject that is Maya is saying that they're seeing Maya through a cognitive process, which is Maya. So, Maya to Maya, illusion to illusion, all things equal, might as well be reality. It might as well be reality. You don't know what you're talking about. What about the observer, the ever present witness consciousness? A lot of people think of this like Brahman or the Shiva consciousness, like a little man piloting you in the back of your head. It doesn't work that way. The moment you realize that the world is Maya is the same time you melt into all of creation. You become homogenous with everything and all possible states of being. The moment you have realized Maya, the moment that you have effectively glimpsed at the ultimate truth, is the same moment you're done. It's the same moment you're gone. Those are the 5 major obstacles within Hinduism. I like how in this list we kind of, we boil things down. We start very like, well, this is a obvious relational problem amongst Hindus. Then we boil it down all the way to something that is a philosophical principle within Hinduism that is commonly talked about, commonly shared. We nice gradient and delineation all the way down to what I believe is the 5 major obstacles. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for more videos. And yeah, this is the Hindu Conceptualist signing out.